What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting. We've got a very crazy video for you guys today. Your favorite Uber CEO addresses the nation once again, and this update is not good. Before we jump into this video, we wanted to give a quick shout out to Buckle. Buckle is the best form of rideshare insurance. They will cover you in any type of accident, any type of scenario. They have extremely affordable rates. On top of that, you can actually combine your normal policy with this. So you don't need to have two insurance policies, one for Uber and Lyft and one for just day-to-day driving. You can do it all with Buckle at a better price. Our viewers will get $20, but just by signing up, or just by getting a free quote, sorry. Just by getting a free quote, you're gonna get 20 bucks by using the link in the description below. So check it out, guys. Let's dive in. Alrighty, so we've talked a little bit about Uber Comfort Electric or whatever it's called. It's expanding like crazy. They just said that it's gonna be in 25 cities and states in North America now. So Uber CEO, Mr. Dara Khosrowshahi, told CBS News senior national and environmental correspondent Ben Tracy that there's an even bigger goal at play. By 2030, Uber wants all its vehicles and its fleets to be electric. If a driver does not have an EV by then, they will not be allowed on the platform. You will not be allowed to drive in 2030 if you don't have an electric vehicle. And I promise if they have any success with this program, they'll bump up that timeline. It'll be like 2025 and they'll be saying, yeah, none of you can drive unless you go buy a Tesla. We have a target to be fully electric in the US, Canada, and Europe, he said. Will a driver who's driving a gas-powered vehicle be allowed on your platform, Tracy asked. No, if we're doing our job, we're gonna be all electric. You scumbag. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, transportation is the single largest source of planet-warming greenhouse gas emissions in the United States, besides cows passing gas. Uber is trying to slash its carbon footprint by incentivizing its drivers to switch to EVs. By incentivizing us. Right. But they are not cheap. Electric vehicles cost an average of $60,000. For those of you who have been driving Uber for years, like myself, have you ever paid 60 grand for a vehicle you were gonna use for Uber and Lyft, if it wasn't XL or something like that? Did you ever pay even 30 grand for a vehicle you were gonna drive for Uber and Lyft? I always paid somewhere between 17 to 22, and that was when I was stupid. Then when I wisened up and got used cars, I paid 7 to 10 grand. I think even one of my cars I got for like 5 and got a whole year of driving out of it. Unreal. I mean, we're incentivizing our drivers to go pay 60 grand a year, even though they make probably like 32 a year driving for Uber. All you jokers claiming you make 80, that was like 7 years ago. Screw off. The company is also paying drivers $1 for every EV trip they make. Awesome, very exciting. Here's the other side of it. Uber Comfort Electric trips are way more expensive. Not many people are gonna do that. They're gonna want the cheaper option. They did a test with this, with one ride. The basic Uber X ride was $15. The Comfort Electric was $26. People will cater to price because at the end of the day, you can hate it or love it, but people don't really give a crap about the planet. That's just a fact. Just look at it. They're gonna cater to money. You can be mad that I said that, but I promise they're gonna cater to the cheaper price. Uber is partnering with Hertz to allow drivers to have the option for renting Teslas on a weekly or monthly basis. Oh yeah, because the rental options were always so lucrative. Unless you slave for those rental options, they never make sense. Uber driver Melissa Gilligan has been participating in the program and renting a red Tesla since March. She said she's been making $200 more per week driving the Tesla and skipping out on California's high gas prices. I understand that you're gonna save money on gas, but my fear is still that you're not gonna be getting a lot of these Comfort Electric rides. So, and also California is an area where they're gonna love this, right? So it's like, it's gonna make, you know, that might make sense in San Francisco That's not gonna make any sense in like Dallas, Texas, you know? I don't know about you, but $200 a week adds up, you know? For me and my family, that's like a week's worth of groceries right there, she said. All right, Melissa, I wanna know if you make that extra $200 a week, like for the next 3 to 6 months. That could have been a fluke of a week. She also said she's been receiving more tips from drivers and gets fewer cancellations with the rented Tesla. Right now, Uber's Comfort Electric option is not the cheapest on the platform, and sometimes the wait can be longer to locate a driver. But Dara said the more EV drivers they get on the app, the cheaper and quicker it will become later on. Highly doubtful of that. They've said that before, and it was never once true. The more electric cars we have in a particular market, the more the waiting time comes down and pricing can come down as well. Yeah, and the more you'll send us out on trips that are like 3 hours away where we don't get anything back. Despite the new features, Dara said there's still a lot of work to be done to meet the goal by 2030, but the company is on the right track. The momentum is great, but most of the work is ahead of us, not behind us, he said. The company plans to double its EV fleet by next year. So by 2030, if you don't have an electric vehicle, you mean nothing. All the driving you might have done, all the rides you might have given, all the puke you might have gotten in your car, all the crap you went through might be gone solely because you won't go buy a $60,000 car. What a ridiculous company, man. They're like disgusting. Anyways, let's end it there before I get more heated. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Definitely check out Buckle, linked in the description below. Get 20 bucks just for getting a free quote. This is the best rideshare insurance, I promise. Check it out, guys, and stay tuned for more updates.